Okay, Bite the Lime. This one's gonna be really hard to talk about. I guess I'll just start talking and see where it ends.
I thought I did too. Wait.
Pour me another line, and I'll drink you right down. You cross my heart out of the drown. Sweet, order me another line.
Yeah. Okay.
And then let this play out. I'll bite the line.
So for a really long time, even before we ever started writing anything for the Farside, I always had this really like loose concept for a song where I wanted to take what seemed to be like a night at the bar and turn it into like really an identity crisis of like drinking in somebody's words. And I know that sounds really weird when I say it like that, but this whole entire song is basically about being across the table from somebody who you know is not as into this like relationship as you are, and when you don't have that clear communication with somebody and you're literally just begging them to say anything, like, hey, I will believe anything you tell me right now. I don't care if it's something sweet, I don't care if it's something sour, I need something to go by so that I can try to convince myself that this is gonna work out.
This would technically be the second verse, because I don't have a first verse yet, but it's like, pour me something straight or something sweet. Fill me up with anything, could you make it neat? And then like goes into like a more brief chorus, like, it's these liquid shots of confidence, you know we're strong enough. And I don't need a chaser for this watered down love, so order me another.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
To be honest, Bite the Lime is probably my favorite song on this EP from a lyrical standpoint because of how many like puns I was able to make. I talk about being on the rocks with somebody and feeling so cold and like distant from them. I talk about like begging somebody to pour you something sweet or something sour or anything just so like you can feel something. No matter what happens with this person that I'm talking to, I'm just gonna bite the lime. I'm gonna take this next shot of whatever they tell me and I'm just gonna go with it.
I'll bite the line for one more round.
I guess one of the most recognizable parts of this song for sure, and it's definitely something that takes everyone off guard at first, is that chorus, that first part where it says order me another lie. What I like about that from like the melodic standpoint is that it catches you off guard, but what it also does is Aaron was able to accentuate it by also making this chorus really explode at that point.
Hit him with the kangs! Hold on, did we hit him with the kangs?
Yeah, do it.
Bite the Lime was pretty tough finding the right pocket for it to sit in. We tried a couple different tempos and just different grooves like on the drums to see what worked, and a lot of the songs on this EP are like mid-tempo, snare drums usually on 3, so it's more of like a laid-back grooving type of thing, but this one needed a little bit of a boost and needed some energy, so we decided to put the snare drum on 2 and 4, and it immediately just like gave the song a facelift. And we only really do it in the chorus because, like Adam said, it was a little unexpected just to kind of come out of nowhere and be upbeat like that. I really think that one little switch really made all the difference. I don't know, does that feel slow? Like,
no. Okay, I think it does because of instrumentation, not because of...
okay, cool.
Because everything's really straight right now. I think if you get a little syncopation in there too, it'll make it sound a little faster. I don't hate this area.
The bridge is probably my favorite part of the entire song because it does something that we don't normally do. A lot of our bridges are big moments for us. If you think about I Don't Know Who I Am or anything else, like those are like the exploding moments of the song, and we just did the complete opposite. There's really only 1 or 2 synths in the bridge that are carrying you through. There's some bass in there, and halfway through we kick in that like hi-hat and those dotted 8th guitars. And that moment when the dotted 8ths come in, I think is literally like, oh, you can tell something's about to happen. Like there's this build of energy. And then as we normally do, we explode it in the next part. We did a little instrumental jam. It gets a little bigger. and really pushes you back into the final chorus. I think if we get a like really thick synth under this, it sounded like I had a lisp when I said that, but a really thick synth. That's right.
A thick synth?
A thick synth
Yeah.
underneath this guitar riff would help. No. Weak. Maybe let me just write it on a synth first. And we're gonna jump into the Juno Factory. It's very the midnight. Zelda. We're gonna keep that just in general. I'm duplicating that right now. That should probably be in like a bridge. Check that out.
Yeah.
Just what is that? I don't. When the song ends, we cue in the sound of something being poured into a glass, the glass being sat down, and someone walking away, and it almost represents you giving up on that person, the person we've been talking about in this song. And having these extra elements tie you into the next song, so we have this like extra story that's being told just through like these sound effects.
We wanted to put this song second to last on the EP for a very specific reason. And, you know, in a broad sense, the story that we are trying to tell, there's a lot of chapters closing. Although this EP starts off with like, if I'm being honest, you know, there's a chapter that's just beginning, but there's a common theme in all of these songs about something coming to an end. This song kind of served as the slip up of entertaining something that you thought you put in your past, and it kind of comes back to haunt you. That's why we wanted to put it second to last, so that with the last song on the EP, we can finally have that chapter close for good, and it's like a very good bookend to this specific EP.
Thick Then just shows Bruce Willis in the Murder Kid.